Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're counting down our picks for the 10 hardest characters to unlock in retro games from the 90s. Let's get old school. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Entropy, Crash Team Racing. Kart racing fans beware. To unlock Entropy in Crash Team Racing, you must enter time trial mode and defeat Entropy's ghost records on every track by setting faster lap and race times. Easy, right? Wrong. Once all of his ghosts are beaten, the legendary time-obsessed scientist joins the roster as a playable character, rewarding racers who master the game's toughest shortcuts and techniques. Entropy is brutally difficult to unlock because his ghost times demand near perfect driving, precise drifting, and an expert understanding of each and every course. Ness, Super Smash Bros. Back in Super Smash Bros. For the N64, unlocking Ness was one of those classic secrets that sent players experimenting, retrying, and swapping tips with their friends. To bring the quiet psychic kid from Earthbound into the fray, you had to clear one-player mode on normal difficulty or higher without using any continues at all, then defeat Ness in his surprise challenger match. Ness was a challenging unlock because the original Smash Bros. Demanded patience, skill, and a nearly flawless run before players could actually finally hear that iconic challenger approaching moment and add him to the roster. Even we couldn't have predicted how hard this would be back in the late 90s. Supersonic / Hypersonic, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Good golly, this one is a real doozy indeed. Unlocking Supersonic and the legendary Hypersonic was the ultimate test for players chasing the game's biggest secret. By hunting down every special stage, collecting all 7 Chaos Emeralds, and then discovering the hidden Super Emeralds, Sonic could ascend beyond his normal limits, turning into the unstoppable Supersonic, and, with every Super Emerald collected, the blazingly fast Hypersonic. These forms were so difficult to unlock because they demanded pure dedication to the game, uber sharp reflexes, and the staggering determination to uncover every hidden path and mystery in one of the most secret-packed adventures of this era. Are you enjoying these retro games from the 90s so far? Well, why not move blazingly fast like Sonic over to our 24/7 gaming livestream right here on MojoPlays. Once you are done with this video, just scan the QR code on screen. Vincent Valentine, Final Fantasy VII. Hidden away in the shadows of 1997's Final Fantasy VII, Vincent Valentine can be recruited by exploring the basement of the Shinra Mansion in Nibelheim, solving the locked safe puzzle, defeating the boss inside, and speaking with him in the sealed room below. Yeah, good luck. This mysterious former Turk brings a dark past, powerful limit breaks, and a unique presence to the party, making him one of the game's most memorable optional characters. Vincent is hard to unlock because he is completely missable and requires players to discover a hidden area and complete a very specific sequence of events rather than just simply following the main storyline. However, he's definitely worth adding to your party. Metal Mario, Mario Golf. Metal Mario is the ultimate unlockable powerhouse in Mario Golf for the N64, and players can add him to their roster by simply, something we say with deep sarcasm here, collecting all 108 birdie badges across the game's courses in tournament mode. Once unlocked, the chrome-clad golfer brings one of the longest drives in the game, making him a deeply rewarding prize for dedicated players. Metal Mario is quite tough to unlock because earning every birdie badge requires near-perfect consistency over dozens of holes, turning him into a true test of patience, precision, and golfing prowess. So just bogey on down to the green and try, and then try some more.
Nice shot!
Armor King Tekken.
Round 2. Fight.
In the arcade halls and living rooms of the mid-90s, unlocking Armor King in Tekken meant proving your skills by defeating the uber-tough arcade mode challenge with King, finally revealing the mysterious masked fighter waiting in the shadows. Once unlocked, Armor King brought a brutal new presence to the roster, giving players a darker, more powerful counterpart to the beloved pro wrestler who started it all. The Armor King unlock requirement might sound easy on paper, but is really challenging in practice, mostly because Tekken offered little guidance, and players had to rely on determination, repeated matches, and the trial and error spirit that defined the golden age of fighting games. Skelly, Chrono Cross. In the unforgettable world of Chrono Cross, players can unlock Skelly, the wisecracking skeletal performer with pizzazz and jester-like shenanigans for days, by finding and assembling all 6 pieces of his scattered remains hidden across El Nido before returning them to his grandmother in Termina. Yep, that's right, a scavenger hunt for some dusty old bones. Cool, right? Yeah. This isn't easy since they are in easy to miss locations, which means for you, perfect exploration is of the utmost importance. Once reunited, Skelly joins the party as a playable character, bringing his quirky personality, his haunting design, and the kind of strange charm that made classic PlayStation RPG discoveries feel quite magical. Tofu, Resident Evil 2. Who wouldn't want to play as a giant slab of fermented soybeans, am I right? Well, that was the stuff of dreams back in the 90s. Okay, alright, sarcasm aside, tofu is both odd, yes, and brutally difficult to obtain, certainly. Kinda like trying to find a vegan in a butcher shop. Actually, you know, I'm not sure that joke even made sense, but I think I'm gonna keep it in the script anyway. Why not? Unlocking Tofu requires completing the game's most demanding bonus challenges. First, unlock the 4th survivor by finishing an A and B scenario with the required rankings. Then clear that mode and meet the game's additional completion requirements to reveal the bizarre Tofu survivor scenario. Here, this gelatinous block of courage is armed with a knife and is ready for the mission at hand. Good luck, we salute you, Tofu. TT Diddy Kong Racing. Yep, that's right, Diddy Kong Racing, the lighthearted, whimsical kart racer with a rockin' adventure mode, just so happens to have a super duper demanding character to unlock. Who is that, you might ask? Well, none other than the lovable stopwatch/clock TT. By defeating him in every time trial race across the game's tracks, no easy feat mind you, and proving you can beat his lightning fast records, TT is ready for the races. After conquering his ghostly speed challenges, TT joins the racers as a top-tier character, with incredible handling, making him a dream teammate for anyone chasing first place. Akuma Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. This one is hard for a very different reason than other characters on this list. A super secret sequence of challenging inputs and timings that was simply absurd to figure out back in 1994. Seriously, I mean, just listen as I explain this wild input sequence to obtain Akuma. Okay, start with the character selection cursor over Ryu or Ken. Wait at least 60 frames, roughly 1 second. Move the cursor to T-Hawk, wait in the same way, then move the cursor to Guile, wait a short while again, after that move to Cammy, wait the same amount of time, finally move the cursor back to Ryu or Ken. Wait one last time in the same fashion as before, now press start, the cursor can be on any character here, and then very quickly after pressing start, you have up to 30 frames, roughly half a second here, press all 3 punch buttons simultaneously. Now they must be pressed on the same frame so it's possible to actually miss it after doing all of this. Mash the 3 punches to increase your chance of success. Wow, I mean just, wow, I don't know who figured this out, I certainly never would have. Best of luck. So, did you have any trouble unlocking any of these characters? What retro games from the 90s have characters that you think are hard to unlock? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video from MojoPlays. Be sure to subscribe for more gaming videos every single day.